What's up, everybody? Today I am obviously dressed in my dad bod stuff. I I got to keep the shades. I got to keep that image to look, look professional in the internet way. But also it's a little nipply in my house, so I figured I'd put on a long sleeve, but it's definitely uh, it's getting Thanksgiving and the family's coming over kind of shirt. Not normally what I wear, but it is kind of what I wear in the winter. I've noticed. I definitely have fallen into the uh, middle-aged kind of man trap when it comes to my warm weather. My short my or not warm weather. Trying to stay warm. My summer stuff is still very punk rock and whatever else. But enough about that. I don't care about that. Stupid. Today I want to talk to everybody about. I wanted to talk about the Raw recap, and then I also want to talk about just what's been going on. But I want to talk about the this past Monday, Monday Night Raw, the 2nd of December. So started off. I mean, it was just a great thing, and it was it's so cool to see what we got this time. It really is, especially leading into Fastlane, because sometimes on Fastlane, and I'm going to do a predictions on that one. I'll do a separate video. I'll talk about that one on its own. But the one thing that I like about this one today Monday, was because it actually was still a very good event. I mean, it really was, because I think sometimes when they're leading up to main events and things like that, they might try to kind of take it easy that specific um, uh, day, but no, they didn't, man. They really came out with it. Adam Pearce really was but speaking of Adam Pearce, he said that the main event between Gunther and Ciampa could happen tonight, and then it was like bam, right then and there. It was just it was nuts. It ended up being the main event, and unfortunately, I might as well just talk about it now since I'm already on the subject. But unfortunately, Ciampa did not manage to beat Gunther. However, it was a great main event, and I am a little bit happy. Gunther got him by submission. That's not why I'm happy. I'm happy because I want Chad Gable to be the one that beats Gunther. I want it to be. I mean, I love Ciampa, and I thought it was awesome, but he has to. It has, to me, the guy that beats Gunther, because I love Gunther, but the guy that beats him has to be Chad Gable, because it just has to be. But anyway, I digress. Freaking Miz, what's he even think he's doing? He's cheap shotting Drew McIntyre? Are you an idiot? Like, you don't cheap shot Drew McIntyre. So then, then they got in there, then they got a match, and it was a really great match, and freaking McIntyre distracted him and then pinned him. It's like, well, yeah, no shit. I don't know what the Miz is doing, man. He's gotta be doing something other than what he's been doing. It's not really working for him. He's starting to, I mean, it was like that time that he did he wrestled the Invisible Ghost, basically. He was being, I can't remember who it was, but point is, if he wants any credit back, he needs to start bringing some credit back, because I've only known Miz, and I like him, but I've only known him as a silly character, small balls. I don't know him as a serious threat, and people that I've talked to, my buddy Alan, he'll say that, because he knows more about it than in the back, and it's Miz used to be a contender, and you can see a little bit. I mean, obviously he's got great ring presence, and he can do his stuff, but the actual character of the Miz right now is very foolish. So I would very much like to see the serious side of Miz come back, because that would be cool, especially since him and Ciampa used to be buddies, I guess, and Ciampa's very, very serious, and I'd love to see the Miz, maybe a rivalry, kind of like a Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn thing. They become rivals, and for whatever reason, Ciampa decided to knock him out, and here we are today, but maybe they'll be like frenemies, and then they'll eventually actually be like a tag team. That'd be pretty cool to see, because say what you will about him and silliness, and I think so too, but the Miz, he can hold his own, and Ciampa's a monster. He is just a beast when it comes to being in the ring. He's, oh man, I would not want to be in the ring with him. But anyway, and so another person I wanted to talk about is Natalia. I'm really into her. I'm liking her a lot. She's cool, and she's kind of, she's not an up and comer because she's been in the game for uh longer than some of the roster, but she's definitely, her story has taken off, and I'm liking it. She is a beast, and I think she deserves more recognition than what she's getting, and I hope she starts getting that soon because she is a beast, and I'd love to see that. Um, uh, Chad Gable coming out there, using some Dennis Reynolds quotes. I love to see that. He was talking about everyone being savages and idiots. So that's something you see that only a diehard fan of the show will do, and so I love that. So thank you, Chad Gable, for that little reference there. I love the Alpha Academy, man. Keep doing what you guys do. Now, speaking of another female, I'd like to see Maxine Dupree do some more fighting, and she's great when I've seen her fight. I've only seen her a couple times, but I think she fought Valhalla of the Viking Raiders and somebody else, but I'd like to see her get some more matches coming in. It'd be nice. It'd be really cool. But yeah, and let's talk about Xavier Woods. We had the New Day going against the Viking Raiders, and it's no secret, I'm not a big fan of the Viking Raiders. I think that they're silly. I mean, they're talented, but I think the characters are silly. But they had a match, and Xavier Woods ended up picking Ivar up on his freaking shoulders. What a beast! Are you for real? Man, and these people are in tip-top shape, but then when you see things like that, it just makes you remember. It's like, dude, these guys are legit. Xavier Woods, man, Kofi Kingston, I took them as very just silly nonsense, kind of like the Street Profits. But now that the Street Profits have gotten with Bobby Lashley, which I'm loving, they're a lot more serious and they're doing their thing like ballers. And I would like to see that with the New Day. Not necessarily I want them to do the suit and tie thing, but I want them to start, even though they're a little silly and they're kind of goofy from time to time, I want them to start really taking their matches very seriously. They kind of remind me to a degree when he comes out there when Xavier Woods comes out there with his trumpet and doing everything. It kind of reminds me of like the Harlem Globetrotters, but the Globetrotters for the WWE. I don't know. It's just funny and I like it. But like I said, I'd like to see them kind of do something with the Street Profits. So maybe Bobby Lashley's not open. Maybe I don't know. I don't know who they'd bring in, but somebody just kind of take them under their wing and be like, all right, guys, you can do your foolishery, but let's be legit. Let's put on the suit and tie for a second. I don't know. Maybe they'll get Booker T to come out of retirement or something. I mean, I know he's doing his thing on NXT, but it would be cool. It's just somebody just come out like OG, I don't know. But, so is JD McDonough going to end up being in the Judgment Day? Is that going to happen? Because, I know I've talked about it, but he's there basically. Obviously, Damian Priest has his hesitations, but he's really kind of starting to see the usefulness. And Finn Balor has been, the champion of getting JD McDonough in there since day one. So is it really going to happen? It's kind of, shit or get off the pot at this point. Let's just bring him in the fold, or just have him as a guy that will help occasionally when he's needed, or I don't know. But with that being said, I mean, that's pretty much the best recap I got for it. It really was a good, like I said before, especially leading into Fastlane. The fight before Fastlane, the Monday before Fastlane, and for them to come out with that much powerhouse and stuff, and really just put it all on the line, the week of, it was nice. It was a good episode, and obviously, Fastlane is coming up Saturday. I will put out. Today's Saturday. What am I thinking, man? I will put out a video with my predictions for Fastlane, and I might recap it all. I don't know. I'll be out with another video, though, guys. Take it easy.